Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share the messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves that are on this journey to unconditional love. And so what I wanted to share today is a must watch. So I'm going to recommend you watch an interview with the twin flame couple called Angie and Rob that is on Twinstrology. Marla has interviewed this couple. Now, and the reason why I say you have to listen to it is because they described their journey of what happened over their 20-year period, and they're going to get married, or they've just got married. And again, it just makes you, if you have been in any doubt, and I know that loads of people have been feeling really kind of at the end of their tether and feeling a sense of very sad and very depressed and very kind of cut off from their twins and all of that. And that's because, you know, you go through these periods and you just have to, that's exactly why the timing of this book. And look, I got the copy of the book through yesterday, which was just so unbelievably exciting, because also the feedback that I was getting from yesterday, people saying that they're using the book like an oracle, which is exactly the purpose of the book, which is why, you know, there is divine timing and a divine order to everything. So, you know, I was led to basically to set up the crystal grid originally for me and my twin to come into our reunion. Right, that was my guidance, setting it up to basically, after I did the Holy Fire Reiki course, it was then, right, I've got to set up a crystal grid for me and my twin to come together. It then happens that I then was like guided to put it out for everyone, because, you know, the power of that collective intent to bring all twin flames into union. Now looking back on my journey, absolutely everything has been a sequence of events, and I can completely now see why everything has happened in this order and in this divine order, right? Because now is a real opportunity to step forward into more and more into that unconditional love gateway. And so the reason why this is even why I was being so pushed to get this out right now has been, again, for that very specific reason. So I'm going to use the book just as how I would recommend that you use it. And for anyone that is feeling, this is the real purpose of this book, is to connect you with that divine collective energy, right? Which is what you need when you are feeling in those moments of feeling like you're going to give up, right? Because that's the exact reason. So, because all of these letters have been channeled from your higher selves, right? And so we are part of a collective consciousness. So whether it's, you know, so that's why if you tap into these, then you have absolute faith and knowledge that it will happen for you. And if you are feeling a little bit disconnected at the moment, then it's because that is for a reason. It's for you to go and define your own journey, to shine your own light even brighter. If you look at this, it's got the gold rose, it's got its light shining on it. And the message for today is this one, which is number 148. And it says, "My wonderful darling angel, I haven't yet even found the right words to describe the feelings I have for you. Words just don't seem to cut it. The truth is the feeling is so powerful that it's actually really difficult to put into words. Suffice to say that you drive me wild. Wild with desire, wild with passion, wild with the extremeness of this relationship and the wonder that you bring. It's like shining a brilliant torchlight into me and seeing you everywhere. I dream about you. I wake up thinking about you. I lust for you. Trust that I will make my way back to you. Please stay with me." Right. I mean, and that is what they want you to know, right? That there is a reason for all of this, right? That is why the intent around this book is very much about putting you into that space of knowing, tapping into that divine collective energy to help you, right? To help you stay in that vibration, because it is all about knowing that this is a divine destiny, right? And once you listen to that interview with that couple, it really, really does make you realize that this is I mean, it's just, yeah, you must listen to it. It's on Twinstrology's site. Now, the other thing, and I can't tell you how grateful I am to every single person that came to and has put together into this book, because it's not just my book, it is all of your books, and it's all of your books that are going to be helping many others on this journey, because that's the whole point. It's about, you know, for so many, you know, for a long time, just when you listen to that couple, they've been on the journey 20 years. And they hadn't got a clue, you know, when they first found out, they didn't have a clue about anything. So they've had to do the journey very much on their own. And there is a sense of people being very much on their own. And this is what, this is what I hope that this book does, is it brings you into a community, knowing that actually we're all sharing on this journey. And every single one of us on this journey, you know, this is all helping, right? This is from lots of people all over the world, you know, sharing their story. Well, it's not a story, but sharing their message, because it's all part of a collective consciousness. I know I keep banging on about it, but it's because it really, really is the energy of what you need to tap into at the moment. Okay, so the next thing is, I've bought this amazing tarot deck, which is called The Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reid. And I asked for a card today, and it is The World, which is just gorgeous, which also happens to be number 21, which is 3. So the world perspective is this: I'm being called in to shift my perspective on my life now. When I remember I am first and foremost an immortal soul, experiencing life as a human being, I have no fear. I can see clearly that I am a powerful co-creator in a divine partnership with Spirit. Aligning myself with Spirit, remaining unattached to outcomes, I am a conduit for miracles. And that's what you have to remember. You are, first and foremost, your connection is a spiritual connection, which is a timeless connection. So the more you tap into that energy of that connection, the more that you bridge the gap between the 5D and the 3D. And this is also why, you know, I've been led to do this book. The reason is because you're writing down what the 5D divine collective consciousness is. So by writing it down and reading it over and over again, you bring it more into your 3D, right? Because you're actually grounding the energy into your physical reality. Because this is the thing, it's about bridging, even this card, right? Bridging the gap between the two worlds. And that is what we're being asked to do now by walking through to this next gateway. We're bridging the gap and pulling it down, actually grounding it down onto the planet. So this really is an opportunity to step forward into more and more unconditional love. Exactly why I've been guided to do this book now. I mean, it all just makes so much sense, and more pieces of the jigsaw coming together. So definitely watch that on Twinstrology's site. If you want to buy the book, then of course please do. The paperback version's there. It's gorgeous and very exciting and again, thank you so much to everyone, because I've now started using the book in healings as well, because to give messages to people after they've come for a healing. And that is what I mean. Your message, if you contributed to this, that will help so many other people, because we're all part of divine collective consciousness, all helping each other on this journey back to love. All right, well, I hope that helps. If you want to come to me for a healing or for a reading, or to join the crystal grid that I do, or to have a divine love letter, then please do. All of my details are in the link. All right, take care. Have a good day. Bye.